Hello and welcome back once again. My name is Mark. I am the man with the raspy voice and the squeaky chair, apparently. Today, we're playing a little game called Morrowind. This is the game that really spoke a lot to me growing up. This is one of the truest RPGs that I've played, other than something on a tabletop. And I thought it'd be kind of cool to go back and take a look back on something that's going to be hopefully highly prominent, with Elder Scrolls Online coming out and the huge, immense popularity of Skyrim. I thought we would take a look back and see Elder Scrolls from one of its beginnings. And to me, Morrowind holds a huge amount of time that I stayed at home when I probably should have been out trying to get a date or something, or talking to a girl, or doing something else. And I just thought we'd take some time to look at the game. I don't want this to go overboard, so I'm going to take some time to make sure my timer is set. So I'm not doing like all of a sudden like, oh no, it's 300 hours gone by. So we're going to start a new game. We're loading up. Each event is preceded by a prophecy without... and they shut it out faster than I can read. In the waning years of the third era of Tamriel, the prisoner born of a certain day to an uncertain partner was sent to the Underguard without explanation. Too fast. Well, that's all about the fun.
They have taken you from the Imperial City's prison. First by carriage and now by boat. To the east, to Morrowind. Fear not, for I am watchful. You have been chosen.
Well, it's good to know I got chosen for something.
Wake up. We're here.
Other than last for dodgeball.
Why are you shaking? Are you okay? Wake up. Stand up. There you go. You were dreaming. What's your name?
Can we guess this one, boys and girls? There we go. And I'm still the man with the squeaky chair.
Well, not even last night's storm could wake you. I heard them say we reached Morrowind. I'm sure they'll let us go.
Well, sure, no problem.
Quiet.
Jupe.
Here comes the guard.
This is where
Shall
we
you
get
get
off. Come with me.
Thank you, Mr. Guard. I will. Yeah.
Get yourself up on deck and let's keep this as civil as possible.
Yes, sir. Okay. Look up at the hatch. Press the spacebar to open it. The spacebar activates objects, people, activate objects, and people you are looking at.
On deck, now, prisoner.
Activate. I'm
On
spacebarring.
deck, now, prisoner.
Oh, pfft. Alright. There's a
This
guy
is
with
where they want
cornrows
you.
before
Head down to the
cornrows.
dock and I'll show you to the census office.
Thank you, sir.
You finally arrived, but our records don't show from where.
This has to be one of my favorites because it's so, I don't know, it's everything what Elder Scrolls is now with just a few tweaks. Now, see, normally I play a Khajiit in Elder Scrolls games, but I know that this game, beyond them all, well, I guess that's now as good as luck. I'm going to be change face. There we go, change face. No. No. Maybe. Oh heavens, no. Oh, double heavens, no. Not in the slightest. OMG. Yeah, I like this one better. Let's change the hair. Click it over here, change the hair. Nope. Maybe. No. Maybe. Does it look in the front? Oh, no. Okay, alright, that would be possibility. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with this one. We're gonna go. Okay.
Great. I'm sure you'll fit right in.
I know
Follow
I
me
will.
up to the office and they'll finish your release.
What if I don't want to? Actually, I found out that if you actually do what you're supposed to do in Morrowind, it is so much better. Although you do have the option to just bypass this whole scenario. Oh no, that's right, you don't. It's locked. Oh, that's right. Oh, this place is horrible. Okay. Oh, but like I say, I normally play Khajiit, but in Morrowind, the animal races like Argonian and Khajiit, which are the two races I prefer to play, can't wear helmets or boots, unlike in Oblivion and Skyrim. So that's how it goes here. So here I am going to engage.
Yes, we've been expecting you. You'll have to be recorded before you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.
Thank you. Answer his questions to generate a class. Give him info to pick from a class list. Fill the forms out yourself. Create a custom class. Well, today we are going to answer questions, so that way you can actually get a little brief glimpse of what kind of a guy I am. Answer his
On a
questions.
clear day, you chance upon a strange animal, its leg trapped in a hunter's claw snare. Judging from the bleeding, it will not survive long. What do you do?
Alright, do not interfere in the natural evolution of events, but rather take the opportunity to learn about the strange animal that you will never have seen before. Use herbs in your pack to put it to sleep. Draw your dagger, mercifully ending its life in a single thrust. I can't stand to see any animal suffer, so I will...
One summer afternoon, your father gives you a choice of chores. What would you rather do?
Gathering herbs for your mother, who is preparing dinner. Go catch fish at the stream using a net and line. Work the forge with him casting a new iron plow. Ooh, I would rather go catch fish at the
Your
stream.
cousin has given you a very embarrassing nickname, and even worse, likes to call you it in front of your friends. You have asked him to stop, but he finds it very amusing to watch you blush. What do you do?
Alright, well, if we didn't know, actually, my most embarrassing nickname that I ever got was Visa Card. Or better yet, even worse than that one that I couldn't stand the most, was, I wore glasses as a kid, and right around that time, Burger King decided to embrace nerd culture way before anyone else, and their spokesman was Herb, and I got dubbed that because my glasses. Anyway, make up a more embarrassing nickname for him and use it constantly until he learns his lesson. Make up a story that makes the nickname a badge of honor instead of making it humiliating. Beat up your cousin, then tell him that he never calls you that nickname again, or you will bloody him worse than this time. Well, I know that I would have loved to kick the crap out of any kid who ever made fun of me, but I always did is make up a story that made that nickname more of a badge of honor than something humiliating.
There is a lot of heated discussion at the local tavern over a group of people called telepaths. They've been hired by certain city-state kings. Rumor has it these telepaths read a person's mind and tell their lord whether a follower is telling the truth or not. You believe what?
Well, if I was the king, I have nothing to fear from a telepath. It is important. Well, my timer's up, but we're going to go a little long because I don't care. It is important that we have a method of finding assassins and spies before it's too late. This is a terrible practice. A person's thoughts are his own. I'm sorry, this is the... this one's the one I'm going to go with, but I'm going to read out the last one too. Alright, in these times is necessary evil. Although you do not necessarily like the idea, a telepath could have a certain advantage during a time of war or in finding someone innocent of a crime. Now, I believe in a person's rights and a personal right to privacy. This is a terrible practice. A person's thoughts are their own, and no one, not even the king, has the right to make an invasion of another human's mind, or Khajiits or Argonians. Let's not forget the Argonians.
Your mother sends you to the market with a list of goods to buy. After you finish, you find that by mistake a shopkeeper has given you too much money back in exchange for one of the items. What do you do?
Well, I've been put in this situation many times, and I can tell you, I've never pocketed the extra money, knowing that the shopkeeper in general tend to overcharge customers anyway. And I've never decided to put the extra money to a good use and purchase items that would help the family. Unfortunately, that's probably something I probably should have done if I was going to do anything, but that is still technically stealing. And I've always returned the money and give the shopkeeper his hard-earned money, explaining to him the mistake. And that's what I've pretty much always done.
While in the marketplace, you witness a thief cut a purse from a noble. Even as he does so, the noble notices and calls for the city guards. In his haste to get away, the thief drops the purse near you. Surprisingly, no one seems to notice the bag of coins at your feet. What do you do?
Well, I think we all know where this is going to go. Alright, I pick up the bag, I signal to the guard, knowing that the only honorable thing to do is return the rightful money to its owner. Leave the bag there, knowing that it's better to not get involved. Or pick up the bag and pocket it, knowing that the extra windfall will help your family in times of trouble. Well, I would love to say I'm a saint, but I'm not.
Your father sends you on a task which you loathe, cleaning the stables. On the way there, pitchfork in hand, you run into your friend from the homestead near your own. He offers promised to do it for you, in return for a future favor of his choosing. What do you do?
Well, I can accept his offer, reasoning that as long as the stables are cleaned, it matters not who does the cleaning. Ask him to help you, knowing that two people can get the job done faster than one, and agree to help him in one of the tasks of his choosing in the future. Decline his offer, knowing that your father expects you to do the work, and it is better not to be in debt. Well, America's in debt, people. I'm going to ask my friend to help me, because doing a job with a friend is always better.
Your mother asks you to help fix the stove. While you're working, a very hot pipe slips its moorings and falls towards her. What do you do?
Alright, you can either push your mother out of the way, when she could fall and hurt herself, grab the hot pipe and try to push it away, position yourself between the pipe and your mother. I'm going to grab the hot pipe and push it away.
Town, the baker gives you a sweet roll.
Damn!
You like it,
A lot of questions.
to an alley to enjoy, only to be intercepted by a gang of 3 other kids your age. The leader demands the sweet roll, or else he and his friends will beat you and take it. What do you do?
And oddly enough, I've been in this kind of position before. Drop the sweet rolls and step on it, then get ready for a fight. Give it the sweet roll now without argument, knowing that later on this afternoon you will have your friends with you and you can come and take whatever he owes you. Act like you're going to give him the sweet roll, but at the last minute throw it in the air, hoping that they'll pay attention to it for for you to get a shot in on the leader. Well, my dad always taught me that if someone's picking on you, the best thing to do is to pick on that bully back. Stand up for yourself. I'm going to drop the sweet roll, step on it, and then get ready for a fight.
Entering town, you find that you are witness to a very well-dressed man running from a crowd. He screams to you for help. The crowd behind him seems very angry. What do you do?
Well, I'm always helping people, so I'm going to rush to the man's aid. Your personality and past reflect a rogue. Really? Man, I did like all the straight up, like, conscientious things. How did I get a rogue? I'll pick from a class list. Marksman, long blade, block, athletic, slider, armor. Okay, I'm gonna go with Archer.
Very
Okay.
good. The
These
letter
people
that
are apparently
preceded
crazy.
mentioned you were born under a certain sign. And what would that be?
Oh yes, my sign. Okay, I'm gonna take the lever because I get it fortifies my agility, which already ups like a whole bunch of crap, and also I get Lover's Kiss, which paralyzes my opponent for 60 seconds. Also, it damages my fatigue for 200 points, but that's fine. I can still swing a sword if I'm tired. Okay.
Interesting. Now, before I stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct.
Gosh darn it. My name, Squeaky Chair, race, Wood Elf. Class, Archer, sign the Lover. Kids, ask your parents. And strength, blah, 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 blah. Agility, 85. Yeah, I'll take that. Oh, yeah. I'm good at that. Speed, endurance, personality, luck. And really good at marksman and light armor. And there we go. We'll press OK. You now have stats menu where you can always view your information. Right-clicking allows you to use your menus when you are done. Right-click again to close them.
Show your papers to the captain when you exit to get your release fee.
And that is all we're going to get today, boys and girls. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Mark. I am the man with the squeaky chair, and thank you for taking this small trip down memory lane with me.